This is Trailblazer Postgame, presented by Johnson Pediatrics.
All right, welcome back to Stephenville, Texas. It is a final here in Wisdom Gymnasium. Trailblazers losing 61-54 to Tarleton State. Trailblazers, 4 straight conference loss. And now they drop to 2-4 as we get ready to finish off this Texas two-step Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock tip in Arlington against the Mavericks of UT Arlington. Hi there, everybody. Rod Zundel here. What a game. Kind of what we expected. It was a defensive struggle, a slugfest for both teams in that first meeting. Same kind of game. A lot of foul calls, a lot of bodies on the floor. 58-54 win 2 weeks ago in St. George for the Trailblazers. But today, Utah Tech had an 8-point lead early on. Then Tarleton State went on an 8-0 run. He took a 3-point lead at the half. Then in the second half, something has happened 2 or 3 games here in the last 4 or 5. Trailblazers looking pretty good. Then midway through the second half, they kind of go on a little lull in a stretch in that second half. And again, it happened tonight, not as much as it did against Utah Valley in Seattle, but it was just enough for them to build up a 12-point lead. Trailblazers fought back and didn't give up. They cut the lead to 5, and they end up losing by 7, 61-54. Waiting for Coach Juddy to come out and give us his thoughts on the game. But our player of the game's got to be Hakeem Byrd. Boy, what a game he had, especially in the second half. Hakeem in the second half had 14 points in the second half. Total 18 points on 5 of 7 shooting, 7 of 8 from the foul line. And he also had 5 assists, 6 turnovers, 2 steals. And he had a couple of rebounds as well. So Hakeem Byrd, big second half, but it just wasn't enough. Trailblazers lose by 7. Noah Gonzalez, he had 10 points in the first half, only 2 in that second half, but he missed about 7 minutes midway through that second half, saddled with 4 fouls. And so he ended up with 5 of 11 shooting, 2 of 7 from beyond the arc, and he had 12 points and a couple of steals to go along with 4 rebounds. Beon Riley struggled. 0 for 3 from the floor today, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. He did hit 4 of 8 from the charity stripe. He had 6 rebounds, 4 points, and he fouled out. 3 starters for Tarleton State fouled out in the second half. Trailblazers, Beon Riley is the only one that fouled out, but we had a couple other players with 4 fouls as well. And so, yeah, Rainwater had 4 fouls. Let's see, Noah Gonzalez had 4 fouls as well. So it was just one of those games, kind of the way we thought it would go. Defensive struggle, low scoring, and we expected it to be low scoring because the Trailblazers are third to last in the conference in scoring, 70 a game, and Tarleton, they're last in the WAC in scoring per game, 64. And today, well, neither one of them reached it, 61-54. Trailblazers, for the game, they were 17 for 42 from the field, and that was 40.5%. 5 of 20 from beyond the arc, and it's tough to get threes off here against these guys because they do so much pressure from beyond the arc. In that first game, they were 3 for 14. Today, they were 5 for 20 from beyond the arc. But, boy, Texans, man, they pressure you. And UT Arlington, they're going to do the same thing Saturday against the Trailblazers because UT Arlington, they are tops in the nation in steals. They're top 10 in the country in steals with 10 steals per game. So the Trailblazers from the free throw line, they were 21 of 28. 15 for 24, 62.5%. And from the free throw line, Tarleton State, 21 of 28, 75%. So they shoot 13 percentage points better, and they hit 6 more free throws than the Trailblazers did, and they win by 7. it's just the small things, and that's what Coach Juddy has been talking about. Just the small things that are holding this Trailblazer team from really doing some great things. They still have a lot of time, though. We still have a lot of time left in the regular season, but they've got to figure out how to solve the second half lulls, and because they play about 30 minutes of really good basketball, and then they have 10 minutes where it's not what they want. So they've got to figure that out. And next week, they're only going to have one game. That's home against Abilene Christian. So they'll have some more practice time trying to fine-tune things. But for the Texans, for the game, they shot 39%. They made 18 of 46. So they made one more shot than Utah Tech. Okay, you'll take that. Three-pointers, 4 for 12. One less three-pointer made than Utah Tech. Free throws, though, 21 of 28, 75%. Rebounding, we thought that would be a key here. The Trailblazers are second to last in rebounding per game, and Tarleton State dead last in the WAC in rebounding to game. But today, they out-rebounded the Trailblazers 36-27. That is not going to make head coach John Judkins very happy. Trailblazers turned it over 18 times. They only averaged 12. And the Texans are, second in the nation in forcing turnovers at 19 a game. And they're the worst team in the country in turning the ball over at just under 19 a game. Tonight they only turned it over 16 times. Trailblazers had 10 assists on 17 shots, and the Texans had 8 assists on 18 shots. But Trailblazers, they shot 24 free throws. If they would have, did what they did in St. George against this team, where they're 15 for 17, this has been a completely different ball game. But Trailblazers didn't give up. Got to give them that. They were down double digits last couple minutes, but they fought back and put the pressure on, and they got some points and cut it to 5 with under a minute left, but couldn't get any closer. They lose by 7. All right, we're going to take time out. We're still waiting for head coach John Judkins. Hopefully he'll come join us. But here on the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show, Trailblazers lose by 7, 61-54. And now get ready to head to Arlington, take on UT Arlington Saturday, 1 o'clock. Be right back.
D.R. Horton is America's largest home builder, but with a local heart. Nestled just west of the Sand Hollow Recreation Area is a 600-acre master planned community with beautifully designed single-family homes, cottages, and townhomes called Long Valley. Visit us at drhorton.com and join us in continuing the American dream of home ownership and build your next home with D.R. Horton, America's builder.
Experience the magic of southern Utah from the sky and the ground at Confetti Pebbles Hot Air Balloons. They take you on breathtaking journeys across the stunning landscapes of St. George, Hurricane, and beyond. But why just visit when you can live here? Priority First Real Estate is dedicated to helping you find your dream home. Together, they bring you closer to the community, closer to nature, closer to home. Confetti Pebbles Hot Air Balloons and Priority First Real Estate, where adventure meets home.
Hey there, sports fans. Ready to take a timeout from the sidelines and jump into the action? St. George Regional Airport has you covered. Score big with convenient flights that take you from our Red Rocks to destinations around the globe. Whether it's the bright lights of L.A. or an exotic getaway across the Pacific, your adventure starts right here at home. When you're planning that epic getaway, St. George Regional Airport is your home field advantage.
All right, back here in Stephenville, Texas, inside a quiet Wisdom Gymnasium. It was raucous here. Good crowd here, good student section, and they had Military Appreciation Night. They had the cadets right behind them. It was a fun atmosphere to play a basketball game, and it was a defensive struggle. This is one of the best teams defensively as far as getting steals and forcing turnovers. Tarleton State is. And tonight they forced 18 Utah Tech turnovers, and they got 20 points off of those turnovers. Utah Tech forced 16 turnovers and got 15 points off those turnovers. So there's 5 points in a 7-point game. In the paint, Tarleton State 22 points compared to Utah Tech 18. There's 4. And then second chance points, 11-6 in favor of Tarleton State. So it's very fine line there with Utah Tech and Tarleton State here tonight. And with a team that, like Tarleton State, that's so good defensively and forcing turnovers, kind of got to be almost perfect. So Coach John Judkins joins us now. Coach, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. So I'm tired. That's a long ways to walk.
All right, Coach. Yeah, you had to go up top in the rafters and all that. All right, just give me your thoughts. I mean, you knew what was going to happen.
No, we played extremely hard. I thought we did everything. I mean, that first 8 minutes, Broad was perfect. I mean, we were defending. We were running our offense. Then all of a sudden they get a timeout, that media timeout, and I guarantee you he challenged them to be physical, be aggressive. If you foul, you foul. And again, when they let them get away with some of that stuff, they're fouls. But again, our guys got to be tougher, and they can't expect those calls. And we told them that. They're not going to get them here. You won't get them here. You got to be really tough with the ball. And we had guys jumping and passing. We had guys ripping the ball and they steal it. You know, our high post guys, Toby and Pavle, were catching it to high post, and they weren't facing up because of the pressure. And so we had cutters that were open, and we just didn't get it to them because the pressure got to us. You know, but we knew that. That's the sad part, is we knew everything they did. We knew they were doing that, and you know, defensively, you know, they hit 5. I counted 5, maybe it was 6 that they hit where the shot clock was going down. It's just crazy. I mean, you defend for 30 seconds, and then you give up a shot driving to the middle, which we don't let them do, and they do. You know, we talk about that every single day. And when the clock's running down, you got to really be solid and just don't. We fouled a couple times. I mean, one time I remember over that corner, we had him trapped, and Beyond slaps down and gets a dumb foul. I mean, the guy's dead. Just be solid and make him shoot. But again,
and then one time you played great defense, and it was an air ball right to the guy.
Yeah,
and
air balls.
Noah turned, and he made the shot and fouled the guy. I mean, that's dumb luck there.
It is, but again, if Noah goes out and hits him, we'll see film. But if he goes out and makes contact, that doesn't happen. So, but again, it happens. It's those you're going to make mistakes in games, but you just got to be disciplined and do your job. And tonight, you know, I mean, if you would have told me we'll lose by 7 and Beyond scores 4 points, you know, he shot 3 shots. They just got really physical with him, and you know, he's got to be tougher. He's got to want the ball. He's got to, you know, sometimes I think he knows he's getting fouled, but they're not calling it, and he's, you know, and they're doing that with Noah. That's a scouting report on us is be physical with us, but especially Noah and
on the perimeter.
You know, and so that's something we got to see and something we're going to learn. But you know, I love the fight. I mean, even the last 4 minutes, 3 minutes, but they were battling and you know, a missed shot here and there. We didn't shoot good from the foul line. You know, Beyond's been 50% in the last 2 games. I mean, he's getting fouled. He's got those, and we missed 1-on-1s. I mean, Toby missed a 1-on-1. Akeem missed a 1-on-1. Those just kill you
in a
when you make a
game.
Yeah, and you miss 1-on-1s. You make those, that's a 3-point game. You know, it's a whole different deal. But you know, it's a tough place to play, Rod. Really tough place to play. And again, I thought our effort was there. You know, I believe in the 4 Ps, which is play hard, play together, play smart, and play physical. And tonight, I thought we played hard. I thought we played together. We didn't play very smart. We had some really dumb turnovers, and then I don't think we played physical enough. And if you can do those 4 things, you're going to win some games on the road. And but you know, we'll bounce back. I thought some guys give us some good minutes, and we'll be ready to go on Saturday.
Yep, got about an hour and a half drive to Arlington to take on UT Arlington. They got their 4th straight win tonight by beating Southern Utah, so they're coming in playing a lot better now.
Yeah, they're good.
And they're even better stealing the basketball than Tarleton State. They have 10 steals per game. That's top 10 in the country.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, they're going to get in the passing lanes and get it that way, but they're not as. I mean, these guys just full out get into you. So we'll watch that film. We'll get home and watch that. We'll watch this one. We'll watch that one. Prepare them. And you know, again, this league's tough, and you got to be tough to win on the road. And tonight we just weren't as tough as we needed to be. But I loved the effort. The effort was there. It's just you know, a break here and there. They made some big plays late. And we didn't, and that can change a game in a second.
All right, let's go get some rest and get ready for Arlington on Saturday. Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to take a break. Be back to wrap this thing up after this.
Welcome to St. George Academy, home of the Dragon Slayers, where academic excellence meets individualized learning right here in Southern Utah. At St. George Academy, we believe in challenging our students with rigorous curriculum, preparing them for a demanding college experience and beyond. And it's all tuition-free. Our unique Pathway University program offers accelerated courses, allowing students to earn college credits in high school. Experience the St. George Academy difference, schedule your tour today, and join us on your educational journey.
Yesco is a proud partner of Trailblazer Sports Vision and Utah Tech Athletics. Yesco specializes in manufacture of custom electric signs and displays. From the smallest to the largest, Yesco can design, manufacture, install, and maintain an identification package that is tailored to your specific needs. Yesco has been serving Utah businesses for well over 100 years with quality signage and exceptional service. To see how Yesco can serve you, go to yesco.com.
Craving something sweet but healthy? Come to Berries and Cream, the original spot for fresh berries in our delicious sweet cream. Locally owned and operated right here in St. George. We offer a cold, refreshing treat that's perfect for the southern Utah climate. Fresh fruit has never tasted so good. Berries and Cream, the original taste of St. George.
All right, back here to wrap things up in Stephenville, Texas. Trailblazers lose 61-54 to Tarleton State. Trailblazers now have lost 4 in a row in conference play. They're 2-4. They drop down to the standings a little bit further as Tarleton State improves to 4-3. Next up, we go to UT Arlington, about an hour and a half away here, just outside of Dallas, take on the Mavericks on Saturday, again 2 weeks ago. Right before the game that we had with Tarleton State in Burns Arena, we got the job done, beat UT Arlington by 12. Going to be a much different story, though, Saturday. And in their gym, they are coming off a win tonight against Southern Utah. They have won 4 conference games in a row, so they're on a roll right now. They're feeling pretty good about themselves. We're going to have to go in and play very well and solid and smart basketball if we want to get our first road win and keep right in the middle of the pack of the WAC standings. But for tonight, hard-fought basketball game, just kind of the way we expected it. Defensive struggle, slugfest, low-scoring game, and the Trailblazers come up on the short end. So that'll do it for us tonight. For Paul Ratliff back at the studio, for head coach John Judkins, I'm Rod Zundel. Final here in Stephenville, Texas. Tarleton State with the win, 61-54. We'll see you Saturday afternoon, 12:45 pregame in Arlington. Good night, everybody.